NFL coverage sponsored by NASDAQ Amex.
Boy, are the Lions in trouble. And I'll tell you something, Barry, we talked about that pulling guard that Washington used, and we've seen plenty of evidence of him already.
Absolutely, and Stephen Davis, man, it's turned into the Stephen Davis show. 2 touchdowns today. His last one right there, about 8 yards.
But you see the block from 77, Trey Johnson, just going over to the left of the screen there. I mean, you know, I'd have gone in through there. Well, you might have done.
I don't know about that. I'll leave that to the running backs.
I tell you, one team in big trouble, the Detroit Lions. Let's get back to Washington.
There's one of the classier men in sports, William Clay Ford, the longtime owner of the Detroit Lions. Right now, a little bit of concern etched on his face with his team down 14-0 in the first quarter. Conway's kick is fielded at the 7 by the rookie Ty Talton, and he brings it back out to the 36. 2:20 remaining in the opening quarter in this NFC Wildcard game. 14-0 Redskins.
Well, they're 14 points adrift. It's still early days yet, but I mean, do you see any evidence at all that the Detroit Lions have a chance in this game? I mean, I know there's been a couple of long passes that have been close, but close doesn't get it done, does it?
It doesn't get it done, and you know, they really need to start, and I mean, every aspect of their game needs to improve thus far, or else it's going to be an ugly, ugly game.
Well, we talked about the loss of their left tackle, Ray Roberts, and what a difference that has made to this Detroit Lion offensive line. And you need that cohesion in an offensive line, don't you? You take one component out, like Andy Heck might be gone for the season now for Washington, and it does make a difference, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, you with the offensive line, it's 5 guys, and you all have to work together as one. And when one of those guys is different, you're not on the same page.
Yeah, and obviously, while Washington have that nice 14-point cushion, Detroit are now starting to play catch-up, and there does come a point where you think, well, look, they can't run it. They're now trying Corey Schlesinger and Travis Reese blocking for him, and Reese has barely played in 2 years,
right.
6 or 7 games. I mean, is there a point where you just say, oh, look, we're not going to try and run, forget it. You know, our speed guys, our 3 wide receivers, they're our key players. Let's just air it out.
Well, they've tried that early, and they really haven't been able to block the linebackers of the Redskins. So I would say if they can block the linebackers, they'll be able to run the ball.
Well, one guy that could factor into it yet still for Detroit is David Sloan, the tight end, because the linebackers for the Washington Redskins, they're small, they're inexperienced, they're fast, but a big question mark against them is their lack of experience. I mean, Sloan is somebody who can catch the ball as well.
Right, he catches the ball, and I mean, I think for him to do a good job, you need to run the ball just to suck up the defense and get everybody going.
The practice returns tomorrow. One of the partners makes a confession. You have to see to believe on the practice tomorrow. 10 Eastern, 9 Central on ABC. Home of Super Bowl 34 and the NHL All-Star Game.